Well, it's on right along, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess we call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Right along live, I mean, yeah, it's a real deal.
Yeah, it's a real deal. Welcome to Right Along Live for today. Gain down my audio a bit. Yeah, I got the memo. Down. Okay. Hi guys, and welcome to Right Along Live for today. It is Wednesday, aka my Monday. Now, yesterday I have to apologize, guys. First and foremost, yesterday we had some issues. We had some issues with my guests, and we had to reschedule the program that was supposed to be aired yesterday. So we apologize for that. And you know, Monday was a holiday, so you know how that goes, right? Monday was a holiday in Grenada. We observed that, and we came on and give you guys a little touch of, try to give you guys a little touch of what's happening. Anyway, it's Wednesday, and tonight we have an important subject matter to discuss. A very important subject matter to discuss. So as you're coming, guys, I want everybody to go ahead and share the thing right now. Share it up. Thank you, Lacey J. When you get a compliment from Lacey J, you just have to just take it. Rachel Charles, how you doing? Welcome, guys. Share the thing, and say I share. Share it up and say I share, guys. Share it up one time and say I share. Now, this story is about 11 years in the making. Because my next guest, she had to go, the entire family had to go to the trauma of a death in the family. And up until a day like today, the family has yet to get any justice for it. I'm not going to preempt the story because we have the daughter on the line who's going to tell us the entire story. The sad part of it, the sad part of this entire story, guys, which you would hear, is that to date, there is someone in custody. Well, there was someone in custody. There is someone who admitted to the crime, but they're out right now. So the whole case has just been delayed, and it's 11 years now. The family is yet to get justice. So we're going to talk to the daughter in a little while. All right. So Wales, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Boogsy, Boogie. How you doing? Welcome. Sanders Claus, Willis. Big up yourself. Everybody, share the thing. Before we bring on the guests, I wanna also do a quick little roll call because I haven't done a roll call in a long time, Jed. I don't know where all you're from. Like I'm seeing names. I'm seeing Junius. Big up yourself, Junius. Alvin, Sanders Claus, Lindy. Where are you from? Give me a heads up. Where are you from? Where are you locking in from? I know Rachel. I know where you is. I ain't gonna blow up your spot, but I know where you're there. Marva, how you doing? Good evening to you. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. Shakira, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a whole grown child. Yeah. Let me know where you guys from. Before we start the program, I have to do this because we're slowly going into a new season. And someone told me I don't even connect with you guys like that. I don't even know where my viewers are from. So let me know where you guys are from. Kenron from Grenada. Hey, big up Kyron. Hey, big up yourself. Watching from Grenada. Thank you. Florida. Alvin Tanis. Thank you from checking us out all the way down in Florida. Thank you. Canada, Violet on YouTube. Big up yourself. Canada, Violet in Canada. Big up yourself, Canada, my second home. Big up. Who else? That is it? That is all? All right. Okay. I understand how all you're vibing today. Let me go right on, guys. Sasha, I see you. And the folks over there at the folks watching from Unstoppable TV. Big up yourself, the folks on Unstoppable TV. Thanks for locking it down. Now, as I said, my next guest and the entire family is going through a traumatic experience, and it seems like if it's never ending. It's been 11 years, going on 11 years now, since someone took the life of their father. And as of recently, they had to go back to court and everything is delayed. And she's back here. She's on the show right now to just give us the story and the family reaction to what's happening. Let's welcome Anika on the program here tonight. Anika, how you doing, Anika? You hear me?
I'm hearing you. I'm okay.
All right, Anika. Thank you so much, Anika. And I know it's difficult because this story, it basically started for you back when you was like 16. So you had to deal with this for all 11 years. And I can't even understand. I can't even comprehend the stress and agony that the whole family is going through right now. So help us understand the story a bit, Anika. Tell us the story from the beginning. What actually happened?
Well, it was the 3rd of December, 2010. I was in school on normal school days. I heard my name coming out through the intercom. And anybody knows St. Joseph Convent, once your name started coming through, that is something you do. So I was like, what I do? Why my name calling on the intercom? Go down to the principal office now. They were like, Anika, sit down. And then I saw my other sister and stuff there. And then it was like, your father is dead. So I was like, Daddy dead? Oh, Daddy could be dead. I just saw Daddy yesterday. They was like, yes. So then after I stand up and watch, I see, I see all they're lying. They was like, no. So then I run from back in the principal office, right back up to my classroom, and I just showed on myself. And then my teacher came with me and bring me up home. So all the time we going up in a vehicle, I thinking, well, my father probably don't get up or something like that, so he did home. About not too far away from where my father used to live now. I see like police caution tape and stuff in the road, and then there was a white sheet up on top of the hill and stuff like that. Like you can't go through. That is your father's body there, just like that. He was just lying on the side of the road with a stab wound to the chest, no blood, anything.
That's just how that's how you were. That's how the information came to you. So you just basically came upon this and saw this whole scene. Your father laying on the ground, dead.
Yep.
What about your other family members, your other siblings, your mother, and other family members?
Well,
How
my
did they find
sister,
out? Were they on the scene as well?
yeah, because they went to each school, but we were not going to the same schools. So they go from Appeal to Wesley College and then to Convent. So that just so I got the message, just so everybody else got the message.
Okay. So, what actually happened when you started to when the word started to get out, the investigation started to go further? What did you find out? What really happened? What transpired?
Well, now recently, now they found someone now, and he's claiming that it was an accident, that he was playing with a pillow gun, and my father was passing, and it went off, and it took my father. So that is why he had like a wound to the chest, but he didn't have no blood or anything on it. So now he's saying it's a pellet gun.
So in 10 years, this happened. This happened. Well, 11 years ago, December here, making it 11 years. So for this
Yeah.
10 years time, did you guys get update? Like
No,
what the
the case
investigation?
just
What
went
information was
cold.
given to you? Eh?
The case just went cold because they didn't have no leads or anything, and so it was just cold until recently, late last year there, when it
Mhm.
came back up again.
Right. How were they able to find the person?
To be honest, I can't say how they find the person because up to this day, they never told us how they find the person. They said that that information cannot be given out to us. All I know is that they said that the person that they have and that was charged with the for the death of my father, he said was an accident.
Do you guys know? Does the family know the person? Is someone? Is it so? Is it a stranger person? Do you? Your
No,
father
it's not a
aware?
stranger. It's somebody you know since growing up.
So somebody that is frequent in your household, somebody who come around,
No,
somebody that
he's
you're
not
familiar with.
frequent in our household, but he, how should we put it? He picks up the garbage from my household because where he works. So
Mhm.
we see him on a regular basis.
Mhm. Hi guys, if you just joined us, we're talking to Anika, and Anika and her family found out 10 years ago that the father was found dead on the side of the street. They later, after 10 years or so, they found out that they found the person, right? And you say that the person came out and confessed to killing your father,
Yes.
right? So tell us about the investigation, the case, what has transpired from the time that he confessed, what has transpired from then till now.
We just keep going to court day after day. Every time they give us a new court case, they'll be like, oh, they get enough evidence so it could go up to high court. And the day when you go back being like, okay, no, it's finally reaching up to high court, nothing like that. You just keep putting off because they say no, they're missing a piece of evidence or a statement or something like that from recent from when he was interviewed. They said that piece is missing. But the thing is, from since the day they pick him up and he went to court for the first time, they did say they was missing that paper, and they said where it was, and then up to yesterday now they keep saying they cannot find the paper. So
So
how a
the
piece of
evidence,
paper
uh,
evidence could just disappear?
so that the evidence that they have against him when you went to court, you guys found out that it's not available, it's missing, they don't have access
Yes,
to it.
the word that was used to me was a key statement. So the prosecutor said he have to use it, and if he send the matter up to high court without it, he would not be able to use it when the matter up to high court.
Hmm.
So he has to get that piece of statement evidence that is missing. He has to get it before he submit it the whole paper thing so he could go up to high court. And then he see it wouldn't happen for this assizes, it will happen quite for September assizes.
Tell us a little bit about your father. Let's go back a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your father. What kind of person was he? What do you remember?
My father was anybody who knew my dad. Well, he used to go by the name of Gums. He was really quiet. He used to kill pig for LA Puzzle. He was a painter. He was a farmer. He was never in no conflict with anybody. Never. He was just a quiet person. And that is what hurts me up to this day. And that is why now that I'm old enough, I will not sit down and let this go by just because I know the kind of person my father was. He never interfered with anybody. And anybody could say that who know my father. He never did. So he never deserved to die the way how he died. And for now it's like no justice. It's like if it's a dog, somebody just bungs down on the side of the street. No justice, nothing. And it's unfair because my father never interfered with anybody. He always makes sure that we have everything. He used to stay with all it and make sure we have. And then you just take my dad from me just so. This can never be right, and this is unfair. And I'm old enough now, so I will talk.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking in the chat. I see your sister. Is it your sister,
Yes, that's my
Theresa?
big sister.
All right, Theresa. Theresa, if you want to join the conversation, you seem to have some more information as well. You could call us on the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number that you could call Theresa is 718 on the screen, 718-701-5720. Because it is alarming. Well, that key piece of information, that key piece of evidence that is probably needed to send this guy to jail for killing your father is somehow missing. And in the process of that, the whole case is getting pushed back.
Yes.
So you went to court yesterday, and because that
Yesterday.
information is missing, they have to drag it on again. You guys have to go back to court. When is the next court date? And what's
On
the
the
process
1st
for
of
it?
March.
Right. So are you getting any word from the DPP that that information could be retained? Is it that the information is lost forever? What are they telling you guys? What are they telling? Any kind of reassurance?
He only keeps saying, and I've been hearing that how much time we go to court already? About 4 times already. He's missing that piece of paper. But it's not, it looked like he's not even looking for it. All he keeps saying he has to get it. It's in the DPP office. It's missing. So he has to get that piece of paper before he sends it to the High Court. But it's not like every time when he's saying he will get it, it's like when you go back to court, it's the same thing telling you again. It's still missing. From four times we go to court already and it's still missing. Because then you're just bringing up our hopes that Tuesday gone, we thought that it was going up to High Court, and then when we reach there, nothing so. And they're not even paying us like no acknowledgement or even coming to the family and telling us anything. It's like we don't even exist. We have to go and ask. If we don't go and ask, it's like he don't have no family there. They're
You
not
have a,
coming to us.
who
We have to
contact?
go to them, and
Who's
it's
your
like
contact?
we have to be
Do you
begging
have a
them for
lawyer or
information, and they don't
go
want to
ahead,
give
sorry.
us.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't hear that.
Pardon me?
I didn't hear what you just said.
It's like every time we go to court, we have to be going to them. They are not acknowledging us. They're not. We have to go. So it's like we begging them for information, and it's like they're holding it back, or they just don't care. So
Right.
nothing is being said to us. Only that what justice will be served, but it will be delayed. It was delayed for 11 years already.
Yeah. Okay. I think we have. Is this Theresa?
Yeah, there is some.
All right, Theresa. Turn your background audio down a bit. It's creating a little feedback.
Come on, load down. The volume on. The TV, everything there.
All right. So we have the bigger sister Theresa on the line. Theresa, let me try plugging you into the system so we can hear you a little better. Stand by. Stand by. All right, could you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So what could you tell us about what transpired or what is happening right now with this case?
Okay.
What information?
So basically, what my sister is saying is factual. They were like teenagers when that happened, 16, 17 years.
Right.
I was I was the one that was in early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So when they called, I was on work, they was on school. They got up everybody, and we had to go up to Melrose.
Mm-hmm.
That is an intersection before you take Boca Secondary School to go over to Lamode
Mm-hmm.
in the northeast area, St. George's Northeast, right?
Right.
So we arrived there, and there it is, body on the ground, covered on with sheets, which we are told that is our father. So being as I'm the bigger one, they asked me to come through and to identify the body lying there.
Mm-hmm.
When I went up, the officer removed the sheets, and there he was, all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they had no lead, no evidence, no witness, like nobody tends to see anything. There was this lady that he actually went to the shop for, but she said that she found he was taking too long,
Mm-hmm.
and then she saw him lying in the road from where she was on top of the hill because she sent him in the shop. She went down, she took the plastic out of his hand
Mm-hmm.
with the goods that he went in the shop to get, and she removed change for $100 in his pocket. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All of that happened before the police came. Mind you, we're not gonna hide anything. Yes, my dad used to drink. I don't
Okay.
think he had anybody that anybody who know their John, also known as Bumps, he used to drink. He's one, but never to the extent where you will see him lying by the road because he's drunk or intoxicated.
Right.
So seeing him there, it was strange then. Being as there was no blood escaping like outside the wound because he actually bled out inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there was no blood visible. So she said she thought he fall long, and she go down to take the bath. When she go down, she said it's like that when he was taking his last breath, she
Mm-hmm.
heard the gasping and whatnot, and that was it. So she called the police, whatnot.
Were there any eyewitness to the case? Did anybody see what happened?
At that point in time, no, we didn't get that information. It was like nobody didn't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
They have no lead, no witness, nothing. Mona and the lady who took the plastic, she gave her statement, right? Because she came and take the goods from him.
Right.
Yeah, so she gave her statement. But then as time progressing during the years, when I remember being there at the spot, and an officer told me it was this guy. They tell me he's one of the best we have in Grenada. He was trained in some university wherever in forensic
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. And he spoke to me and he was like, even if it takes 15 years to find out who do it, we will,
Right.
find out who killed you, all that. So that was something that actually stick in our mind going along the years, that doesn't matter how long you guys take, that one day we'll get a little closure.
Right. Right.
And then out of the blues late last year,
Uh-huh.
there was big breakthrough in cold case by this new the cold case units
Right.
that they developed in Grenada, and they got a suspect, and I was like, what the hell? 10 years later, so it run back on what the officer did said to me
Right.
about, even if it's 15 years, yeah. So then we heard it. We got the information that the the guy that was accused,
Mm-hmm.
and what had transpired. But we also heard from the grapevine that it was more than one person involved. Even though one probably was playing with the pellet,
Right.
there were other people there who knew what took place and chose to keep it a secret.
Right. Right.
So the breakthrough took place by the guy who is being charged now
Mm-hmm.
and his friend fell out and talk start to, you know, like they
Oh.
started to talk no.
So
So
he
that
didn't
is
just
where the case was.
he didn't just confess. He didn't just come out and confess to
No,
the police.
no.
Okay.
It was he and his friends falling out and people start to talk and he start spilling things.
Right. Right.
So he may went to somebody, which is same lady who the first lady who went and took it. She's a witness on the case right now, you know,
Mm-hmm.
where the young guy went to her and told her what happened.
Right.
But she told him that he have to go and confess to the police
Mm-hmm.
because it's not in her place to go to them
Right.
and tell them what he's saying to her.
Okay.
So somewhere along that line, the information got to the police,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the break they needed.
Right. So is it just his confession and that piece of paper? Is that the only evidence that you believe that they have on this guy? The same one that is holding up the case every single time. Is that the only evidence they have against him? That confession? Or do you
Well, I guess is that and the statements from the other what you call them, the witnesses,
right.
which is the lady and his partner who he fell out with, where the whole thing start breaking out because they are witnesses to the case.
Right, right. Now, what was the cause of death? I was just about to ask the question, and Lacey J pointed out as well. What was the cause of death on the autopsy?
Oh, he got whatever it was because we didn't know what it was at the time.
Right.
It had pierced his lungs and punctured his heart.
So was it a stab? Was it a shot?
Well, they said it was a sharp instrument or whatever it was,
Uh-huh.
because whatever it was, now you stab somebody, normally they bleed out, you could see blood visibly
Right.
outside.
Yes.
But with his wound now, there was just a little thing that looked like a burn mark on his jersey. So whatever entered, like it burned the wound outside. So it like entered, healed it a little, but he bled inside. So that is why there was no blood in the road there visible for
Right.
the eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Guys, if you just started watching us here, we have the family here, Anika and her sister, and they're talking about the incident that caused the death of their father 10 years ago, and well, 11 years ago, you could say. And just as of recently, someone came out and confessed to it. The problem is at this point, there is a key piece of evidence that they need to prosecute this particular person, but that information is coming up missing. The DPP or the prosecutors cannot find this piece of vital evidence, which is further kicking the can down the road with this case. This case has been going on for 4 particular times when it's supposed to be heard, but they can't hear the case because that information is missing. Now, this guy who confessed to the crime, did you know him, and did you see him around after? Do you have any conversations with him? Did you ever had any conversation with him?
Well, no.
Okay.
Like seeing the person when he actually knows him is like where he lived was not too far of a distance where the body was found.
Right.
Right? Because I went to school in Boulder. See, that is the road we travel to go to school and back home. Because
Right.
we live at St. George's Estate. So seeing the person
Right.
is there. I see you over there. I know you live there, but not knowing his name or knowing him like a friend or holding conversation with him or anything like that.
Mhm.
Just see him. And then he was working with the garbage company that picks up solid waste or whatever it is.
Right.
So solid waste or whatever. He works with that company. right? So
Right.
he used to be on the truck that apply the St. George's Estate route. So it's just seen him, not like being friends with him or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm curious to find out about your your legal representation or the family legal representation. Do you guys have a lawyer that is pressing on the case, or how is that being tried in court?
No, but presently, no, we don't. Mind you, when the case came up about last year,
Right.
my dad, mom, his stepfather, his siblings, they live at Canada, so they're not here. When they heard about it, they offered to get him a lawyer. They were told by that one DPP that he used to, I think it's Christopher Nelson or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
that it doesn't make sense. The family hiring a lawyer because there's so much a lawyer that it's like basically a lawyer can't do nothing for you. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the police working on all your side because the police working to get justice. So the family don't really, the deceased don't really need a lawyer because
Right.
there's nothing a lawyer will do. You just pay somebody that really can't do anything. So it's for us to put a trust in the officers in charge of the case
Yes.
or the DPP or whoever the person
Yeah.
is that is handling it.
So that person have to also be furnishing you guys with information and updates as the case go ahead.
Yes, but that is what is not going on. That is what have us frustrated, right?
Uh-huh.
That is it. Because since that case come back up in the pipeline on the stream, hot, we haven't been getting no information. One, we didn't even get a phone call from the police station, an officer in charge, nobody telling us, okay, Miss Charles, well, we got a breakthrough. You have to hear it on the street. And it's because people know us and know we are his children, come to us and say, yo, you ain't the find the man who killed our father. So that is how the news got to us.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how we know which day he was going to be passed through court and whatnot. So we went down by the courthouse, everybody, and we was waiting there. Then we wait. Then we heard that he had an incident in the station where he was not behaving like he was in his right mind, and they wouldn't be passing him in court because they brought him up to Monday to
Mm-hmm.
get psychiatric evaluation
That is
or whatever they
the
call it.
the suspect, right?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
right. So then we left and we went to CID.
Mm-hmm.
We went over to CID to see what information they could give us. Or they come along with the breakthrough in the case. And mind you, we was treated like if, how should put it, like if we were just nosy neighbors,
Uh-huh.
nosy grenadiers going in and asking about a case that they just break through. The officer didn't even want us to come inside. And when we could have do go inside, he only offered for me alone to come in. I said it was me and my two sisters that was there. Just allow us to come in and put us sit down. We're not really too familiar with the whole legal system in Grenada and the process,
Right.
that it takes. But you could at least put us sit down and explain to us the procedure that will take place. Then we will understand better because we have to report to our family members, my dad, mom, and siblings, and them. And we don't have nothing to say to them when they call. And they call every day, reminding cases tomorrow. And after we come out in the quarters, they call back. What went on today? Nothing. Look, my uncle came from Canada. He was sitting in the court on the 2nd of February.
Mm-hmm.
And when he left there, he was so disgusted because he came from Canada, COVID, to come here. And he still could not even get information that could maybe tell him, hold the faith, brother. You'll get justice for your brother.
Yeah. Um, I still don't understand why there is no direct contact or someone updating you on the case, as to the process of it. Because right now you're in the dark. You don't even know.
Yes.
You don't even know if they have a substantial amount of evidence against this
No, we
individual.
don't know.
You don't
No.
know anything. You don't know what is contained in this particular document. you're
No.
just riding on hope that the information is going to prosecute and you're going to get justice for your father. But right now you're blank. You're just going with the wind.
Yeah.
Right. So if you call the DPP and you call the DPP or you call the police investigator, whoever handling the case, what is that person telling you?
Well, basically nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We only get a date to attend back to court, and we've been going in court. What we don't know. We go court since the case still came, since the case came up. We're outside the courthouse every day,
Right.
not knowing the procedure because it's COVID, so we don't know if people could go in and sit down and listen or nothing. Nobody won't even ask, is there the family here? Nothing. It's what we could not take one realize, but it's been months going in every time we going down there, and then we just leave it empty-handed. Anika decided she was going to go into the court bravely enough, and she went up, and then we was told, oh, we didn't know he was outside. Anika, come in and listen.
Anika, when you went into the court, what was the process? What was discussed? How did the hearing went?
All they keep doing is just reading out the charge for him and giving him a date. That's
Hold
all.
on, I'm not hearing you, Anika. Go again.
All they keep doing is reading out the charge and they're just giving him a date after court. That's all.
Sorry, Anika, your audio was very low. I didn't hear you. Just say it one more time.
All they keep doing, like when we go into the court, when I went, is that they read out the charges for him, he answer, and they give him a next date to come back to court. That is all what's been going on right through. Just read out his charge, give him a date to come back to court. That's all.
Because they can't process the case because of the missing document.
The missing piece of paper, yes.
Interesting. So what's next? Sister on the line. What's your name again, sister on the line?
Theresa.
Sorry. Theresa, what next? What you guys intend to do? When is the next court hearing? And I mean, what's from here? What's happening from here?
Well, the next court hearing is on the 1st of March. Right? And you see, we keep going back like every month, because from the hearing in December, the next appearance was the 2nd of February, which we went. When we went there, we was told that the young fella have to work with his bailers because the matter will be going to high court, right? So you have to work with his bailers because they could revoke the bail or high court could grant him bail again. So the whole process and the bail have to going to take over that day. We went there. He was there. Yes, we went into the courthouse. When we reached there, the officer there. No, I think he is the acting prosecutor. Or whatever the officer was supposed to be speaking for, the deceased. He said that he was on holiday and he just reached back and he didn't send the paper. He didn't send the letter up to the high court. No, that is what got us upset, because the last hearing we was told that he's sending the letter to the high court. So when we come back on February the 2nd, that process was going to take place. February the 2nd, when we came back, we was told that he didn't send the letter and he just returned in from holiday. Right? So he's going to send the letter today. We was asked to, that is on the 2nd of February, we was asked to return to court. That was Tuesday of this week gone there. That's the 8th. Right? When we went there on the 8th, yesterday, now we're told that a piece of evidence, piece in the young fella's statement, a copy of it, a sheet is missing, and they cannot send it to the high court without that missing piece of document.
So
right?
on March 1st, are they saying that they would find that document by that time?
We don't know.
well, so what happened on March 4th? On March 1st, when they come, they go just say April 1st again?
We had heard that phrase already about his statement being missing. We heard that phrase already. But then by coming and you say the whole process taking place and it going, when we say they have everything together, so we're going somewhere.
So they
Only to
just
come back
so
now
hold
and
on.
tell us that
So
we're
they
still
told you,
missing.
hold on. So they told you before, you went in there before, and they told you that they didn't have that evidence, and they put it off to another date, right? And that's what,
Yes,
so what March 1st, when you go inside there, they go say they don't have the paper, and then they go April 1st.
they
And
don't get it still and put it off.
so
It's
are
like,
they
guys,
gonna
what we
find
going with?
so can you ask someone, like, is it something that you eventually find, or is it just we have to come back and go through this whole thing again? Because whenever you go back to court, I'm thinking that the whole family is reliving that whole experience again. I mean, your father died. You just want him to lay to rest. You want justice for your father, and then everybody can move on with their life. If
Exactly.
March 1st, April 1st, May 1st, it could just be what? A constant kicking the can down the road to figure out that piece of information that nobody would find. What is the end game? Like who could you speak to? Like, could you make an appointment with the DPP to find out?
That is what we want to know. We need somebody to come who could meet with us, that probably could speak to somebody up there that could help us understand the whole process of this thing. Because like we just going around in a circle with that piece of paper, nothing can move.
Right.
You understand? It's 10 years. Look, December the 3rd will be 11 years. Yeah? The young guy got children. Standing by the court the first time when last year, December, when the case came back up, I saw a young lady by the court and I know her. We went primary school together and she was crying, not knowing she had kids for the guy. And me and her was good friends in primary school and it hurt me. Because now her kids will be going through this whole drama and dramatic situation, and
Right.
even may end up losing their dad the same way.
Yes.
Right? I got kids. It's not easy raising children with like that. But at least why wait still quite 10 years? And then his family met us by the courthouse and it's a sort of court. So oh, I wait 10 years and I still are the wrong man and cussing we come by the court to cuss and fight with you guys. We just want to know what happened. Even if he could meet us and apologize to us. Let me get some closure now. At least tell us what went on the day. That's what we really want to know.
Um, Anisha, Anika, sorry. What
Yes,
is
sir.
what is closure for you? What is closure for you? What do you want? What is closure? What is justice for you?
All I really want to know right now is how my dad died. Why did he die? I'm not like wishing for him to go to prison because that don't really making sense. It happened long time, but all I want to know for like when somebody asks me, Anika, how your father died? At least I could tell them how my dad died. I want to know because I don't know. That is all I want to know right now is how my dad died. Why did you kill my dad? Why didn't you say something? That's all.
That's all you want. You just want an
That's all.
explanation. You don't even want to see the guy go to jail.
Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter if he go to jail or not. All I just want to know is what happened because he happened so long. He have his children and stuff to see after. All I want to know is why.
Wow. Sis, what is justice for you? What is justice for you? What do you want to see happen in this case?
Julia, I believe we all, I think we could speak for one another. All of us want the same thing. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because sending him to jail would not bring our dad back.
Right.
It's just explain to us what went on the day. We know he don't trouble nobody. We know it's not an altercation all you had where you maybe defend yourself and he got, damaged and died in the process. We know that didn't take place. So if
Mm-hmm.
it's an accident on your part, we just want to know why it didn't come forward sooner. The day itself, or even if you were scared because all family was on the site, you live close to there. I know you stayed home and saw us. You heard the bawling and the crying in the road because you live right there where we found the body, where the officers found the body. You live right there. We was on the scene. After the police left, we stayed on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
hours after just sitting there. You could have come to us. You could have go the next day because you may tell yourself that, the scene hot, so you don't know how the family react. You could have go to police. Explain to them.
Hmm.
Speak to us. Let us know on that what went on. Our dad wasn't a troublemaker. I don't even think he had anybody who was the enemy or who
Hmm.
hated that man. He
Right.
was just a quiet, going person. He goes about his daily business. Yes, he used to take his two drink, but never to see him falling down, lying on by the side of the road, sleeping, or falling and drain and bust up his face and him cannot think the nothing so.
Right. Right.
He may take his two drink and walk the road and you pass him and you don't even know that man had a drink.
Hmm. Well, listen, I'm shocked. I mean, and I understand how you guys feel about it, but I'm shocked that justice for you is just to know that how your father died, and you're not even really focused on jail time for this individual. You just want clarity. You just want closure.
Yes.
Have you spoken? Like, could you? I'm sure that they're not going to allow you to sit and speak with him, but if it's that what you want, could you speak to? I mean, it's speak to the DPP, speak to someone who's representing you, so your voices could be heard. This is what you would like.
If they would only ask us what we want and die along with us, they will know how we feel. We're not angry. It's 10 years. My God, that's a lot of years.
Hmm.
Everybody's all grown up now. We just want to know what took place on that day. That's all. He got children. I see their mother crying.
Yes.
I got two sons on my own now. I wouldn't like to be in that situation that she walked in that day by the court.
And so his family now. How is his family treating you guys?
well, well, I don't know. Oh, more than just the day when they had to bring him down, and the family was there when they came to take his bail and thing, and they saw us, and it was like a whole carnival by the courthouse because they was throwing talk back. All they wait 10 years and all they still hold the wrong man and all kind of thing. I was like, but why throw talk for we? We didn't do anything wrong.
Hmm.
We just want to know what is going on. And it's not like if his family, they don't know us. As I told you, we travel that road there every day. Went to school in Boulder. We used to go to the 7 days church in Boulder right there. That is the road we pass.
Hmm.
So it's not like we are strangers to these people. They know our mom very well.
You know, it's sad that you guys, your voices are not being heard. In this case here, it's like you in the wilderness. It's like you're a next door neighbor looking at it from the outside. When as a family, you should have up to date information. You should have someone that you could communicate with.
Yeah.
And if you have a police investigate, or you've been represented by the police, at least give you some updates and let you know what's happening, and stop stringing you down the road every time is a new piece of information. Every time is the information is missing, and they just keep bringing it off to another date, and your
Yeah. And
voices.
every court date we are there, living with nothing. Nothing to say. When we heard that the matter go into High Court, we say, okay, well, the case coming to an end. Once the matter reaching High Court, then you had the jurors and thing, and they go try the case, and the witness go give their statement, go through evidence. So we say, well, at least, we're going somewhere now. But then look, the big setback without the paper, they cannot apply to the High Court without that piece of information. Mom saying, late last year to know where could the paper go?
Yeah.
It's not something that was there 10 years and you lose it. Late last year, 2021, to now we just in February, where could that piece of document go? Is it that there's people on the inside walking with the young guy to get him off? Is it that his family members have strings they could pull? Well, then tell we something now.
Do you know the name? Is there a specific detective or a specific police officer that you have communication with that you could call?
No, because like because it was 10 years back then,
Right,
was Don Bar and them that was on the case.
right.
But then now the whole thing just changed up, so it's new people that's there.
But they have to. It's in somebody's hands right now. Somebody's handling the case.
Yes,
Yeah,
So
it's in
I
that.
I'm
don't
talking
remember
about
his
someone
name.
that you could call and say, "Listen, I need an update
Ask
on what's
Anika
going on."
ask Anika what is the name of the officer inside the court. I think he is acting police prosecutor or something like that, whatever
Anika,
name they
what's the name of
call
the
him.
police officer?
I can't remember his name. I only know his face, and I know he's a corporal. That's all, but I can't remember his name.
All you need to make the call and get some updated information and find out what's really going on. Because it's not nice every week, every month or every 2 months when the case call, all you have to get the same, you know, update. The information is missing, so they can't take it any further next month, and you go again
Yeah,
next month. And when is it going to end? You know.
exactly.
All right. So you guys decide to take this to social media, and I want to give you both of you guys the opportunity to speak to the people if they're watching right now and tell them exactly what you want. Tell them exactly what's on your mind. Tell them, just speak to them because they're probably watching right now. Let's first start with Sister Online. Just tell them what they feel and what you want to happen from here on.
Okay. Well, to the officer in charge, or officers, or the DPP, whoever in that position, please just contact us. Contact us. My number is 456-5400. I'm Theresa, the older sister. You can get through with me, and we all will come because it's four of us. It's me and my three sisters. We will come. We will sit. Explain to us the process, what is going on. Keep us updated with the information. Help us to understand the legal process we have to go through to get justice or to know what really happened on that day. We're not trying to cause problems or be troublemaker. No, we just want updates. We just want information. We need to know where you guys at presently and where do we stand and how long it will take us to at least put this whole thing to rest, because 10 years is a lot of years to
Yeah.
be moving on with our life, and every All Saints, every birthday of him, we gather in. We having church service. We didn't forget him. He has loved one he left behind. We may song, it's just four of us, so we may be small in numbers, but it hurts. It hurts to get that kind of treatment and not knowing what is really going on. That is what hurting us. We didn't come to the social media just to make trouble. We're just seeking help. We just want information.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Anika, what do
Yes.
you want to say to them?
I would just like for them to just stop putting us on a roller coaster ride and just come out clear to us and let us know, well, okay, we don't have sufficient evidence, so the case will be thrown off or this or that. Instead, they just have us every time we have to be missing work and stuff like that and coming up there and it's the same thing over and over. And at least
Mhm.
when we come, acknowledge us and let us know what is happening. Just don't keep us in the dark that we always have to be begging and like when we asking you question is like, why you even asking that question? You understand? Just let us know. That's all we want to do is just know. It's really frustrating and I'm tired. All I just want to do is just know.
Yeah. I mean, and that's not a lot to ask for. It's not a lot to ask just to give me updates. Let me just know what's happening. It's not a lot. And I hope the powers that could make a change in this particular case here understand that the family is going through this, and it's not nice having them relive these moments every single time. you know. And it's sad. I wanted to bring this to the fore because after you contacted me yesterday, I figured that, I mean, 10 years is enough, man. It's long enough. Your father should be laid to rest and you guys should be moving on and with your life. Because I understand every time you go in court, you will live in the moment of your father's death.
Yes, we are.
And you hearing about it, you have to come and talk about it. I mean, you just want to move on. And I think that is the least we could ask from the authorities so that the family don't be continuously traumatized by this over and over and over and over and over again. So please, if you guys watching and you could make a difference in this case here, just for the sake of the family, do something. Give them a call, give them an update, let them know. If the thing ain't gonna happen, if they don't find the information and the information is lost forever, I mean, just let them know. Just let them know. Just let them know. That's all they're asking. And they seem like you guys already forgive the guy in more ways than one. And the trauma that you can't keep going into. So thank you guys for coming and chatting with us on this. Hopefully we get some answers. Any last words, sis?
No, that's it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anika. Appreciate you guys.
Okay,
And
bye.
if you get any updates, just let us know so we could update the ride along viewers. All right.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. So 10 years, 10 long years, Jeff. 10 years. And very, very few information is very, very few. The family have to keep going to this every single time, every month, every time this case is scheduled. It's something else. But they can't see the case because of the missing document. And I think it's time that they really um, talk to the family, bring them up to date, and let them know what's happening. So the family could at least come to some kind of closure in this particular case here. Whether the guy is going to be tried in high court or not, but putting the family through this over and over again, it's not nice. Um, Junior, I thought last year they picked up someone for the murder, as, as some lady said. Now, what they're saying, yes, they did pick up someone. They did pick up someone because he was supposed to confess to the murder of the father, of their father. However, that piece of necessary document, possibly the confession, I don't know what it is, that information now is missing and preventing the case from going forward. Right? So the person is was arrested, was picked up because he was forced to come forward. But without that information, nothing could happen. So the family just have to go to court every time they reschedule it, hoping they'll find the information, which in the past four cases that they called, they didn't have it. And they're probably gonna call a fifth and a sixth, and it's gonna keep going on and on and on again. So that is the situation. Um, hey, Cedric Nolan, how are you doing? Thank you for watching from Trinidad and Tobago. We appreciate you guys. Listen, tomorrow I want you guys to join us because we have a special edition of Ride Along. We have Dear Riders, and we have so many. Listen, I have to sift this thing through. We have so many police incident cases. I don't know what's really happening there. I don't know what's happening. So many police-related Dear Riders incident. It is over freaking whelming. We're gonna talk about that plus some other incidents, another thing that's happening in the world. That's tomorrow. Myself and Anson Douglas, and we're gonna have a second guest that she's gonna be joining us tomorrow as well on the ride. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and rest assured that we will keep you guys updated on this case here involving the family. And if they get any other information or updates or evidence, we'll let you guys know. We'll post it right here on the ride. Again, thank you for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today. On behalf of all the production crew here, senior producer Lois JJ, of course, we have Kibbs, Deanne Fraser, Gail, and the whole team here at Ride Along. Good night, guys. Have a great evening, and catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace out. Good night.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Do you feel sick? Are you unsure? Or need to travel, but can't afford the long, exhausting lines? Then you need to be tested for COVID-19. Here at All Pro Health Lab, you can schedule your appointment online. No wait, no lines, no hassle. And get your results back in 30 minutes or less. Call now to find out more. 516-828-1808. Our agents are always ready to help. Hear why everyone is talking about All Pro Lab. It's quick, efficient, and tests are guaranteed in 30 minutes or less with full certification. Check us out online at allprolab.com or call 516-828-1808. All Pro Health Lab. Call today.
Hello there. Let me introduce you to the Nutmeg Band. Playing in the background is their latest release, Take Me to a Party.
Take me to a party.
This music is now available on leading online stores. So please, pick up your copy today and tell all your friends about it. Get your copy now.
Take me to a party.
Business to the next level. Market and advertise your product or service on Ride Along Live. It pays to advertise. Well, it's on Ride Along, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Right Along Live, yeah, it's the real deal.
Glow with that.